Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a...
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
70, Indy.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Come on, boy. You got smooth.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Coming this way, Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Ready? 30 base. Come on. Double time.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alpha.
Let's bring it.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, no, look up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Regular. What's that?
They go with Chubb on second down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set. 180.
Mike's 50.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, alert!
50, Mike, 50.
Up.
Pick that.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Let's go, baby. Turnover.
Hey, Echo.
Get that ball.
What's that?
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield flush to his right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike's 50.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Mike's 50.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Showing it.
Real. What's that?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Like that.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 52. Watch the safety creep. Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
King.
Now Chubb running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mike's 50. Here we go. Get off the field. Got.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And Daniels has it, left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Watch 35. Watch 35. 50's the money. 50's the money. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end, let's go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go, here we go. Go. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Back to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
62-yard attack.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Daniels has it over the middle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
180! Alert!
Push him back. Check. Fresno.
Mayfield with it once more. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Check it back, check it back. Pistol. 50. Here we go.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Haywood! Mike 50.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
I got him.
Mike 50.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 29. Me and you all day. All day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30, and he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
180. 50. Check back 50.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Alert, 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 alert. Topper!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniels. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
180. Like 50. Run. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
A give running right is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180.
Get ready.
Regular. What's that?
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
20.
Mike's 50. I got you.
What's that?
Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will tie our score at 14. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, just like that, just like that. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 2. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, 50. 50's the Mike, 50's the Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 50, Mike 50. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, D.
They'll set up a throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Alpha.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, exit.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Tighten up, tighten up.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The throw over the middle taken in. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Bullock's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, orbit.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Go.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 50's the money.
Again, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set. 50. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Check 24. Check 24.
General West.
McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bullock will put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Set it tall, fellas. Let's set it tall.
Slam.
Pistol.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Mike's 50. Get in the weight room.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.